Hey folks, how y'all doing? Fat Guy Flies RC out here at the Avon Park Air Modelers Club in beautiful Avon Park, Florida. Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving 2022. Gonna take up the FMS PA-18 Super Cub 1300 millimeter. I'm running a 3600. You heard me right, a 3600 3S. I'll show you about that battery in a moment.
Landing flaps. Flaps up.
I gotta tell you, this is the second time I have ever flown this plane. Plane calls for a 2200 3S, but I've got a 3600 3S. I happened to find China Hobby was selling these, I don't know, called Kronks or something. I don't know what they're called, but it's one of their specialty batteries. It's more of a square rectangular brick, more shorter and flat, and just fits perfectly in the battery bay, tightly, but in the battery bay of this little plane.
4 minutes.
And so,
Flaps up.
because of that, I'm going to get monster flight times with it. Not that I'm going to be flying flying only 5 minutes. I'm going to fly. I can't talk today, but I just want to see how the battery reacts. It's got a 50C discharge. And I gotta tell you, this is the second time I've ever flown this plane, and did the maiden about 30 minutes ago. I am so impressed with this plane, absolutely blown away. The construction, the only problem I had with the construction, well, y'all watched the build video and the unboxing. The only problem I had is putting the two pieces of the fuselage together. You have to almost compress the foam a little bit just to get the two pieces for the screws to line up, but it fits very tightly. Man, I like this plane. Second time flying, she's so perfect. The ground handling is phenomenal for a tail dragger. Do not put air in the tires. The factory air is fine. Right now, of course, I'm making use of the Reflex system, and I'm only using the AS3X version. All right, birds. And yes, I'm on the runway. All right, let's land in the grass. Whoa, bouncy, bouncy.
Flaps up.
All right, you're turned around here.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
All right, let's take off in the flaps, or off in the flaps, off in the grass. And then we'll turn around and we'll land in the grass. Land in the flaps. We'll land in the grass. Oh yeah. What a great little plane. I'm just so impressed with this plane. All right, we're going to do takeoff flaps this time. Didn't have to use any elevator. No elevator needed at all. She is flying heavy. Well, of course, I've got a way too big of a battery in her. There we go. Boy, white plane on that white grayish sky. But I gotta tell you, I'm just so blown away with this plane. It's such a great flying little plane. I feel so comfortable with it right off the bat.
Landing flaps.
All right, landing flaps are in.
Flaps up. Takeoff flaps.
Didn't even need to use any elevator. There's she'll knife edge for you all day. I do not want to try inverted flight with that big heavy battery in her. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm chicken. I'm just not going to do it. Well, let's see. Okay, I did it up high. I'd have to hold in a lot of elevator though. Actually up elevator inverted in order to keep her going straight. So, all right.
Landing flaps.
Go ahead and get her landed here. Whoa.
Flaps up.
Still got a minute.
Time remaining 1 minute.
Keep her down low because there's a real aircraft in the air. But yeah, I'm very blown away by this plane. This is just great little plane. Absolutely fabulous flyer. No flaps that time. All right, folks. There you go. Hey, we got 36 seconds and I got a huge battery. What the hey, right?
30 seconds.
Nice big, nice scale takeoff there. And you can really see that navigation light there.
20 seconds.
Yeah. 20 seconds. Let's land her on a runway this time. What do you think? A little bouncy.
Ten, 9, 8.
All right.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time expired.
I never landed. Tell you what, I keep going around myself. I keep getting dizzy here. Don't want to get dizzy. All right. There you go, folks. That is the incredible, wonderful flying, full of attitude PA-18 from FMS, 1300 millimeter. Folks, I love this little plane. Once again, I forgot my meter, my checker. So this is the only mod I did. You got your top hatch, but if you look, this battery hatch fits so tightly on there. I don't want to keep using my thumbnail to pull it up, and I don't really like the way the tape mod looks, so I use the end of a zip tie just to make a mod that makes it look like an antenna. But the battery I'm using is a China Hobby 3600 milliamp Chronix Pro 50C discharge 3S with a 3600. That's pushed all the way forward and fits in there perfect. You got to have something kind of like these lower profile batteries, and but a 2200 is what this plane, a 2200 3S is what this plane is really designed for. And Yeah, I'm very impressed. If you get this plane and you want to be able to use all the functions of the Reflex, and you want to use the thrust reversing, which I didn't show here, you're going to have a 7-channel receiver, because you got throttle, you got ailerons, you got elevator, you got rudder, okay, then you got flaps, then you got your gear channel for your S bus, that's for your Reflex, and then if you want thrust reverse, you got to have a 7th channel for that. So be aware of that. Either or you can put your little thrust reverse signal into your gear channel, and then just put your Reflex into your bind port on your receiver, on a 6-channel receiver, and just power it. But then you're only going to get the wind mitigation, or their what they call optimized mode, which is just, it's not self-level, it's just like AS3X or wind mitigation. That's all you're going to get then, because you're just powering the Reflex. So if you're going to use a 6-channel, you have to make a choice. Do I want thrust reversing, or do I want to use all 3 levels of the Reflex? Because you can't have both. So if you're using the Reflex, so I used an 8-channel receiver that I'd forgotten I had, and I put it in after my radio setup video. But I now have all functionality. Folks, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. Great little plane. I'll put a link to the purchase of this plane. I bought it from a company called Fair RC, which they're an FMS distributor, and I believe their warehouse is in Tallahassee in Florida. So get it to you pretty quick anywhere in the United States. So folks, don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless y'all. Happy Thanksgiving, and don't forget, faith, family, and friends, and them planes. Bye, y'all.